It's the demise of us, man.
Yeah, man. Let's see.
We complain about them, but we wouldn't be able to do the stuff we do without them.
Man, let me tell you something. Refresh. Let's see here. We'll click on that. Boom. All right, Eddie, we are officially live on Facebook.
All right.
Let me set this here. Let me get rid of this. Get this down here. Shrink that. Yeah, normally I would have a cool background, but I don't know what the hell is going on with this thing, man. All right, man, we'll let a few people get in, man, and then we'll get into what we're going to get into. Eddie, I can assure you, this is not a setup. You are not being punked. You know what I'm saying? You can relax. You can take your guard down, take your gun off your hip. You know what I'm saying? You're in a safe space. It is not that kind of party.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? What I'm trying to do, man, with this is bring some peace to an unsettling civilization. You know what I'm saying? So, it allows people to get to know who you are. Any guests, get to know who the guests are. If someone is in your area looking for any particular thing to be done, you know what I'm saying? You can plug your own shop in and everything that you do. This is what this is for, right? Like, we have to collectively create a safe space for us in this industry. So that's what this is about, and that's what we want to do. What's going on, Frank? Yeah. Eddie Hamilton's making a live appearance, man. This is Frank Calesto. Oh, Celesto. I'm sorry.
Celeste.
Yeah, Frank. Yeah. See, and this is what I'm doing, right? I had Scott on last week, who don't do interviews, who don't do lives and shit. Now I got the official. I got Eddie Hamilton. Man, y'all better recognize who I am. You know what I'm saying?
You're growing.
So listen.
Going big time.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I went from hunting Hondas to interviewing Eddie Hamilton and Scott Owens. So, hey, man, I guess dreams really do come true. So,
Yeah.
What's going on, Butler? But no, this platform is more or less designed for us in this industry. Again, I'm going to preface this by saying I have not competed in more than maybe 5 competitions collectively. But the industry that I'm in hosts some of the coolest people. And these are the type of people that want everybody to know, everybody to meet. You know what I'm saying? So it's not just going to be, your big time people like Eddie and Scott and, some of these other guys in the industry. I will have them on, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a positive show. And I just want anybody that comes on here to have an open mind about what we're doing. And if you want to be featured on this, no disclaimer, because we're having a conversation, feel free to reach out to me. And I will reach out to you if I feel like, you can hold some content and you're not this boring ass person. But Eddie, I had to have you on, man, because you are coming to Texas for one of the only shows in Texas this year. And, I wanted to give you the opportunity to kind of give the people what they can expect from what you're doing coming up in the near future.
Okay. It's a really neat little deal, and there's a lot of people behind this, as any big event would be. They're calling it the Walnut Springs Rally. It's the first year. I guess y'all had a rally there, and it's not there anymore.
Well, only Galveston rally wise.
Only Galveston.
Yeah.
Okay. And of course, it's in Walnut Springs. It's the people that are behind all this is John Clay Wolf from I think it's Give Me the VIN. Richard Rollins from Gas Monkey. Rick Fairless, Strokers Dallas. Everybody knows Rick. Louis Bailey. I'm sure everybody knows Louis Bailey from Lucky 7.
Hey, watch your tongue.
Yeah, Louis a great guy. Um, there is a chance that Chip Foose will be at this show.
Mm.
Um, I, if I understand right, Chip has had a lot to do with the design of this little town. It's been the pictures I've seen. It's been a transformation of the whole entire town. Pretty neat little place. They're going to do a bike show. Of course, all builders are invited. Some of the builders, Lucky Seven, Strokers, Bloodline, Scotty always builds great stuff. Um, Providence Cycle Works. There's more. Eh, They're doing a deal for the Texas builders just for the Texas guys. And then, but of course, all builders are invited to the main show, which I think is pretty cool. Support your home state.
Right.
Uh, we're going to do a little audio show.
Little.
Little, yeah.
Okay.
We'll see. So we're going to pay out $20,000 in cash.
Hold up. That man, we weren't supposed to let the cat out the bag right there. Man. We weren't supposed to let the cat. Eddie, man, listen. We had to at least get. We had to at least get 30 minutes into the show before $20,000 played a part of this, man.
We got a lot to talk about.
Okay, let's go. Go.
It's big money. These guys that travel, all of us, we put a lot of effort, time, and money in these bikes. And man, nobody's got a bad bike no more. So it's anybody's show to win. Everybody's got great bikes. I wanted to see a show when this originally came up. I wanted to see a show that paid the people back. And really made it worth doing. It's not. This is not a jab at any other promoter or anything. I just wanted to see a show that was giving back.
Right.
And that's exactly what we're doing. So this whole deal may end up costing me. I don't know. But either way, we got the cash in hand already. That deal's covered. So we just want to grow this show to have a good time. We want it to be a lot of fun. We're going to do something on Friday night. The dates for this rally is October 22nd through 25th. The show will be the 23rd is Friday, and the 24th will be the main show on Saturday. Friday, I figured everybody could, they'll use the tent. We got the timer there. Whatever the people want to do. Right. It's the people's show.
It's the people's show.
It's the people's show, 100%. We are going to pay 2 places for each class, so it's going to be a big payout for some folks. It's
$20,000. So how many classes are you going to run in this particular show?
5.
5
right
classes.
Now. So
right.
Yeah, featherweight to heavyweight. I got something in mind for all the guys with the El Grande bags.
If you got El Grande bags, stay at home. Stay at home.
I'm thinking about doing a class just for the El Grande bikes. There's a lot of them bikes out there. And
listen, 20,000. I'm in, brother. I'm in.
I want them guys to reach out to me if they can, Facebook, whatever. I'm easy to find, and I want to hear their thoughts, and try to come up with something where they got a show that they can go and play at. It's going to be what it's going to be with them bikes. They are a unique bag.
Okay. So the 5 classes that you had, could you explain like featherweight? What that entails.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be like everywhere else. Featherweight 6-speaker, lightweight 10. Then you're going to have your welterweight 12, middleweight 16, and heavyweights 22.
All right.
So, and it's just like everywhere else. I'm not trying to come up with any strange rules to out anybody not being able to play. Mm-hmm. I want it to fit everybody's bike. It ain't that serious. If if it's a 22 speaker class and you show up with 23, we're gonna figure something out. We'll take the speaker out.
Unplug that thing.
I'm gonna bring a screwdriver, so we'll fix
Hold
it.
up. So I know you can't see the comments, but Louis Bailey just
Yeah.
popped on and said 20,000 minimum, which means that the pot could get higher. So
It can. It can. Right now we're guaranteeing this is a guaranteed payout of 20,000, and Louis been adamant about we can do more. And look, Louis got big dreams, and I'm walking right there with him. So we'll see.
Louis, you cannot compete in your own show.
I'm not competing at it.
Now see Louis slick. Let me tell you about Louis.
Oh.
See Louis pulled a fast one. Oh, that's not my bike. Louis, that's your bike. I know you building the 6-speaker.
Lucky 7 license plate on it.
If you got Lucky 7 insignia, that's fine as long as you're a customer. I need a receipt. We need to see a receipt.
Yeah.
If you ain't got a receipt, yeah, you got.
We need a title.
Yeah.
Registration.
Matter of fact, I need to see the money come out your bank account. How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, man, and this is the thing, right? So this is, in my opinion, this is a show that we need, right? And D-Ray alluded earlier that we do have the Rock Rally, and I think it's about to go down next month, if I'm not mistaken, in April. But again, this one hits a little personal because it's in the industry that I'm in, and that's the audio industry.
Yeah.
And a purse that big, I mean, goddamn, and everybody,
You cut your bags down so they'll fit the class.
Man, I ain't gonna do that, Eddie. I ain't gonna do
No,
that,
this
man. I ain't gonna do all that, man. You know what? Let me tell you something. And I appreciate you even considering creating a platform for that particular bag, only because I think that a lot of the misunderstandings get lost, right?
Yeah.
We have a bunch of people in this industry. We got a lot of people that want to participate in this industry, and it's these type of shows that they can come to and be okay, right? Without the stress, right? And at the end of the day, and I'll ask you this question later on in the interview process, but I want to see the industry grow, right? But it's only going to grow if we continue to bring people in that'll replace. Because you got to realize that some of these guys, I mean, after the heavyweight, where do you go? Extreme? There's no, in my opinion, what I've seen that the build up to move forward isn't there.
Yeah. The bikes are big. They're expensive now. To be honest with you, I don't know that, like our bag kits, the price on them hasn't really changed a great deal since we started this deal. They've grown where they needed to, but the size of these bags and the amount of work. I got a set of bags back there I can lay down in,
Man.
It's the amount of work that goes in these bikes now, the labor. We've taken this so far. It's almost like it needs to be reeled back in a little bit.
Right.
But I miss the days where we used to ride to the show and you open your bag and get all the crap out of it so it wouldn't rattle and suck it down tight and go in there and play, and all your stuff's laying over there on the damn curb.
Man, anybody got a box?
Yeah.
Jay, bring me a box.
Yeah.
Ain't none of that no more.
No, nobody's bag opens no more. I mean, some of these bikes you can't even ride now.
Right.
I mean, but it's the industry that we're in, and we do it because we love it. We ain't making money at it, but we love it. But now, this little deal here, there's gonna be like a few happy people when they leave this show.
Yeah.
Because of the money, and I'm thankful to have the opportunity and be able to give back. Because this, man, I've met some great lifelong friends in this community, and I've shared a lot with other shops, and other shops have shared with me, and the more we help each other, the better we are as shops. But just to be able to give back and to put on a show of this caliber, this size, I think it's pretty damn cool,
Right.
to be able to pull it off.
Right. And I don't want
So
to, and I know Eddie doesn't want to discourage anybody with a rider bike not to show up. But just
no,
come and
absolutely
see
not.
what the type of competition that's out there. If you want to make this move to change your bags to something bigger, there'll be plenty of shops out there that you can talk to that's in the industry. You know what I mean? That you can get pointers
Oh
from and
yeah,
stuff like
yeah,
that. So don't be
yeah.
discouraged because you have a 4 speaker or 6x9s in your bag. This is
No, absolutely.
this
Yeah.
is going to be more
Friday.
geared to the guys that spent the money. To
Yeah,
to
but
to.
Friday night, enough of them guys show up, we'll put something together for them.
Well, y'all heard it
Look,
right from the man
we'll get,
himself.
we'll talk Louis to put up some money to give away
He
for
got it. He got it.
He
Hey,
got
Louis.
it.
Hey, sell that Lamborghini you riding around Fort Worth in. Sell that thing.
He done sold that thing.
Did
He
he?
done went on to something else. He got bored
Oh,
with it. Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
God. I mean, that's
His
it.
atten- his attention span just ain't that long.
Yeah. So when is the show?
The show will be October 24th.
October the 20th,
That'll
the
be the day of the
24th.
show. Yes, sir.
October the 24th, 2026. All right.
Yep.
I just wanted to make sure I got that out because I don't, there's going to be guys coming in and out the live, you know what I'm saying? Hey, man, what I miss? Listen, I
Yeah.
told you guys, I sent you a reminder. You have to pay attention to this. Listen, man, if you guys want anything out in this industry, I'm trying to create this platform so that we can do this. This is our platform. This is for us. You know what I mean? Like you can come in, we can say what we need to say, and if you can add something to this industry, man, this is where you want to do it at.
And as we get closer, and I'm Louis pretty certain we're gonna come up with more money than the 20 grand, and that's fine. I'm all for it. The more the merrier. As we get closer and things change throughout this deal, I would like to come back on, let you know when I have more information and
Yes.
updates, and come back on and just keep it going and keep it live. This is a big thing for Texas. We're good. I hope that we draw bikes from coast to coast.
Right.
I hope we have I want to see the West Coast guys come out. I know a lot of them guys. They got good bikes. They're great dudes. I want to see them guys
And
come
Texas
out.
is your halfway point. It's quicker to get
Texas
to
is your
Texas
halfway
than it
point.
is to
Yeah.
get across the country. You ain't got to
Yeah.
take a flight. Ride your bike.
And for this much money, I couldn't think of a better place because the weather in Texas in October is great. So it's going to be perfect. It's going to be a good time of the year. That's my home. That's where I'm from.
Where you
I'm
from?
always excited to come back. I was born in Dallas. I grew up in Terrell.
Oh man, that's all right. Good old Texas boy, man. I thought you was one
yeah.
of those. I thought you was one of those East Coast cats, man.
No, my daughter's. My daughter and grandkids still live right there right outside of Terrell.
Already, that's what I'm talking about. See, Ed, I knew you was a cool dude. I knew you.
I'm
was
gonna
a
be
cool
there
dude.
next week. I'm
Yeah.
going to see my daughter.
Hey, you know what? And since you coming next week, why don't you have Louis buy us lunch?
I'll see what he'll do. We probably have to go to McDonald's.
Hey, get what? I can eat some off the
And-
dollar menu.
And we got this big cook-off thing I think is going to happen at that rally. Some guy going to come in there and cook a bunch of cheeseburgers for everybody.
I don't know who that could be. I mean,
yeah, you do.
yeah. Look, Eddie,
I
I
don't care if
remember.
you cook for everybody, but I need you to cook Saturday, and I'm going to put you
Eddie, you
I'm
hung.
gonna give-
Oh, there you go. I say, Eddie,
Yeah,
hung
I'm-
himself up.
I'm going to give you your own little area.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
You're going to be set up.
But why Saturday? I'm gonna miss the show if I'm cooking. I'm trying to win some of that money.
Well, you better get there and cook early. Look, man, you got to help me. I mean, a little bit.
I got you, Eddie. I got you. Say less, man. You know what, man? I think that's the least I can do. I hadn't cooked a burger from you in about 3 years, bro. You hadn't had one of my burgers in about 3 years.
The last time was in Memphis. The last time I had a
No,
burger.
that's not true. Houston.
Where?
Houston. At Lee's house.
Yeah, you're right. That was after Memphis. You're right. Yep. Sure did. Yeah, we had a pool party.
I got a memory like an elephant.
And
I
that-
used to
and
be
that's
built like
something else-
one.
That's something else I need to mention. The guys doing the audio show. It's me, it's Ken, it's Jay Gennaro, and it's Lee Landriau. So it's us four that's actually going to be working like some rented mules. So it's we're excited. Everybody's excited about it though. That's the cool thing. It's
Right.
not like dang we're going to do a show because the only one of us ever done a show's Lee. And I don't know if you've ever heard him talk on the mic, but damn, he put dead people to sleep.
Oh,
I mean, we ain't letting Lee do no talking, none.
Ooh, man, let me tell you something. That is not the guy that you want talking on the microphone.
No.
If
Great
you need
guy.
an MC,
Great
but if
guy.
you need an MC, you know,
You got it.
let me tell you, man. Let me
Hey.
tell you something, man.
You just
Listen,
have to get off the mic. You just have to get off the mic when you got to play.
there you go. And look, and I'm gonna play with a hamburger in my hand. How about that?
I don't care.
All
I don't
right.
care.
Listen,
I don't care.
Maurice Butler, you know, Maurice said that he heard they the best burgers in the world. Yes, they are, Maurice. They are,
Maurice,
in fact.
you have no idea. I'll see Maurice Friday, I'm sure, but
Yeah.
he has no idea.
No.
No idea.
And a lot of
I
people
don't know
don't.
how to describe it. I don't know how to describe it. Look, when you was in Memphis, Nate snuck over there and took a bunch of pictures of the ingredients. Trying
Did
to
he?
figure
Oh man.
He was trying to figure out what's he putting on these things, you know. And I was like, man, you know it ain't in the right bottle.
First off, and listen, Jay Gennaro.
Cooks with Clorox.
Jay Gennaro hounded me. I think Jay Gennaro ate 4 hamburgers, all doubles.
Oh yeah.
Man, he got a tapeworm or something.
Oh yeah.
got to.
Him and Lee. Lee is the same. If I ate what he did, I'd just blow up. You know, he just. I don't know where the hell they put it.
Me either, man. Maybe it's the cigarettes. I have not figured that out. Like, and when I tell you guys, I cooked like 60 hamburgers at Lee's house. I brought none home,
Yeah.
so I don't know where they put
Lee
them.
probably ate 42. I'm pretty sure he ate 42 of them.
But no,
Every time I saw him, he had a hamburger in his hand.
so you guys will be in for a treat. You know what I'm saying? Texas is the place to be. I'd never even heard of Walnut Springs until this rally started to pop
Me
up.
either. Me either.
I think that somewhere they made this town.
They from what I'm seeing, Louis building a building there, a Lucky 7 there. It's a neat little town. I'm actually gonna go visit it next week.
Okay.
And see where we're gonna have the show. After our show, they've got some bands. Ted Nugent's gonna be there. One of the guys from Buck Cherry has got a band. He's going to be there, and then there's some house bands going to be there. They got a lot of entertainment lined up. It looks to me like it's going to be a pretty neat deal, something different. And we're going to have a great audio show because
Right.
the main thing I want to see is fun.
Right.
I want to see everybody have a good time. I want everybody to have a fair shot at the money. We've all put so much, whether you're a bike owner or builder, we've all put a lot into these bikes. I don't care what shop you're from, what part of the country you're from. We've all put in a lot of work for these bikes. And I'm happy to see it
Right.
pay back.
Right.
People get their money's worth out of this show.
Well, and the other thing that's interesting about this is that it's people that has been involved in the industry and see that they want the industry to grow. And I do believe that based off of what you guys are doing, it introduces people that probably would never think about putting this type of audio on a motorcycle. Because you know, like I know, Eddie, some of these good old boys, man, they like, man, ain't no fucking way in hell I'm going to do all that to my motorcycle. That's not that goddamn thing ain't rideable. What the fuck?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, heard it today in my own shop. I hear it all the time, whether it's here in the shop or out somewhere with the
Right.
bikes, and right after they get done saying that, they start asking you a million questions about the bike. Well, how did you?
Yeah. Ah, man, you
Now they
sons
got
of bitches are crazy.
yeah,
How much something like that costs?
yeah, yeah. And why would you do that? But
Yes.
it's like owning a race car. You can't drive it to the store. It at least these bikes, some of them, we can ride around at the
Right,
rally.
right. Well, yeah, in a straight line. And it goes back to this. Like, I got a 1,300-pound motorcycle, at least, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
when you put that on two wheels, it's a little unstable. It's a little unsettling at 55 miles an hour.
yeah,
But we
yeah.
do it just to prove we can ride it. Man, you should not be riding that type of bike on the street. You know what I'm saying? Because, man,
No,
you could really do some damage to yourself or something around you. You know what I mean? So,
that part's right, and everybody. Oh, I can ride my bike. I can ride my bike. You can till it goes wrong.
yes.
What you could normally maybe pull out of with a normal rider bike, you may not get out of that situation with the big audio bike.
Right. You're not slowing down in 10 feet.
No,
Shit.
no, no. Some of these things you need a CDL to operate. They just they're just
Listen,
heavy.
I'm CDL.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Definitely over width.
Right. But you know what? I wanted to get a little personal with you, Eddie. I met you, maybe 6 years back, seeing you for the first time competing, but you have an offspring that has gone into this ring over the last 5 years, man, that has taken this industry and flipped it upside down in some cases. That someone so young could, do the things that he's done. I mean, where does that come
Right.
from? Where does that come from, Eddie?
Well, I would say he's got a lot of drive. And I guess he gets that from me.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a lot of determination when it comes to something I want to do. I don't give up on it till I've achieved what I wanted to achieve. Um, he does listen. He started this at an early age. I don't know what, 10 or 12 years old, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I give him an okay bike.
Right.
It was
Right.
it was okay. I don't know that anybody could have won with that bike unless nobody else showed up. In that bike.
Right. He could have beat
And-
me.
and- yeah, yeah. And one day, yeah, you could have won. But one day, he asked me, he's like, "When am I gonna get a bike I can win with?" Because he's seen the rest of us all winning.
Right.
And he's over there getting pats on the back, talking about "Good job, little buddy," And he's wanting to be competitive.
Right.
And I told him, I said, "Man," I said, "when you learn how to lose good, that's gonna make you a great winner."
Right.
And then we'll build you a better bike. And he learned how to lose, and he's always been a great winner. Very humble, now he might talk some junk to you,
Right.
outside the ring, having fun. He sees everybody else doing it. He
Right.
wants to do it.
Right.
But as far as being a good winner, a good loser, he's really good at that. And that's probably what I was most proud of him about. That not the fact that he's winning or whatever, but the fact that he could go in there and win or lose
Mm-hmm.
and leave there just as happy as he came there.
Right.
And whether you agreed with a judge or not,
Right.
and that was important to me.
And
That-
and no, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That he would be that way. That
Right.
was just important to me.
But I just wanted to give you your flowers as a father, right? Because there's a lot of us that would love to have our children, interested in what we do and
Yeah.
and play by our side and actually take the ranks and move forward. So from
Yeah.
one father to another one, Eddie, I just wanted to say, man, look, you're a hell of a father, man, and man, keep doing what you do, bro. You know what I'm saying? And
Well, I
and
appreciate
hopefully
that.
with these other guys coming in and coming up in the ranks, man, that you guys can get your kids and involved in what's going on in
get
this
'em in there.
industry. I
As
see
they get
kids.
older, Yeah, as they get older, older, they may lose interest in it right now. Keep them as long as you can in there.
Right.
That's the future. The younger people are the future of our sport. If that's whatever you want to call it, sport industry doesn't matter. But the younger generation are our future, and of this staying alive. When I first got into this, I never thought I'd see it go as far as I have, and I also never thought I'd see these bikes get as big as they have. Every time I think we've done it, that's it. We can't go no further.
Let's be
Something
real.
changes.
Every time you think it's got bigger, Incredible Hulk shows up.
Yeah, exactly. and it's just been like, damn, and just everything growed. Our manufacturers are making bigger bags. Our bikes are still the same. It's still the same little old two wheels, but we've made them bigger and stronger and louder. And it's really cool to watch what it's changed to from where I look at some of my old pictures and my old builds, and I look at what I'm doing now, and I'm like, man, this has come so far, and there's so many great people in this industry that make so many little parts that we all use, and I hope you bring some of them guys on, and they
Right.
need their flowers.
Hey man, listen. This is the show for it, right?
Yeah,
This is not.
yeah.
And I want people to understand. This is not about clout. This is not something that's going to make me look like I'm. This is for us, right?
No.
I love this
Yeah.
shit. You know what I mean? I'm the same person y'all used to watch at 5 o'clock every day. You know what I mean? I'm that guy.
This show just ain't quite as funny.
It's more informative. I had to grow a little bit, Eddie. I had to grow up a little bit, man.
I get it.
I can't be
We're all-
childish my whole life.
We're all getting older, so.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm excited. I'm excited to watch, what the industry, how they react to this show, and I hope everybody that can just takes their shot at this and gets after this money. I mean, drag them bikes out and get them together, man. I'd be working as
20,000
hard as I
minimum.
can. Yeah, that's minimum. So, and we're going to do it in such a way, even though it's going to be King of the Hill, we're still going to play two places. I'll explain that later. I ain't letting that cat out the bag yet.
Well-
But some people know. Some people can put it together what I'm going to do. But
Right.
I want to see that money spread out at least a little bit.
Right.
I'd like to see 3 and 2.
Right.
To cut up for the classes. But I hope it brings people out of the woodworks.
So let's pretend. Let's play make believe like they did in Sesame Street. Okay. Let's make believe that we got 40 bikes in each class. And you talk about $20,000. You don't say, listen, I don't know how many audio bikes it is in the country. I'm not even finna sit here and try to count.
I think we're getting ready to find out.
This is all your money. Listen, Eddie said, this is Eddie saying, right? Now, you know what? I'm going to let Eddie say it. Eddie, tell him what you're not going to do.
I'm not
Keeping none of the money. Keeping none of the
I
money.
ain't keeping none of the money. The money, all the money, everything we've raised is going to these guys.
Right.
I ain't even figured out how I'm paying for the damn tent yet.
So,
But I'll
anybody
get it figured out.
that wants to donate to this show, the tent fund. Matter of fact, we
We'll pay
need.
$20,000.
Yeah, we need.
But if
We
you don't
need.
want to play in the middle of the street, we need some donations so we can have a tent.
Hey, with some lights in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if you want lights, yeah.
We go. Hey,
One thing I really thought about doing was a pre-registration, because at some point we may have to cut this off.
right.
And I really thought, and I'm glad I'm on this show, because people can hit me with their ideas, and I love hearing people's ideas. Some, just because you don't put on shows or whatever, don't mean you may not have a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody knows how to get up with me.
Yes.
So, I really want to hear people's thoughts, their ideas. If we do pre-registration and see it's a huge show, we may end up having to run a couple of classes, separate. Maybe we might have to have two areas
Right.
to run classes, and then we'll do a final together.
Mm-hmm. It's
I just want every
like an elimination.
kind
To
of,
yeah.
yeah, but I just kind of want to have it to where in the finals everybody's there. All the classes are at the same time. There's no hidden nothing. I want everybody to see it, everybody witness it, everybody feel it. I'm gonna be happy for whoever wins whatever.
Right.
And we ain't even decided if we're gonna do trophies yet. I feel like $20,000 pretty damn good trophy,
I mean,
but trailer checks are pretty cool.
oh hell
Big
yeah.
checks.
Yeah. I got a trailer check one time, bro. I thought it was the coolest shit ever.
I got one sitting on top of my toolbox.
No, I cashed mine.
and
I
it's-
cashed mine.
They wouldn't cash mine. They threatened to take me to jail.
I had
so
to I had to
bring
take it to a
back.
big bank.
You had to hear a big bank. Took a big wallet to carry it too, didn't it?
But no, I mean, and listen, anybody that has any questions, if you got suggestions, Eddie, man, listen, I've had a conversation with Eddie, man, and you got to tell Eddie to get off the phone because Eddie has a lot of information and he wants to share that information. But no, now honestly, if you have any questions, suggestions, if you want to donate anything, reach out to Eddie Hamilton, and don't reach out to me because I'm just the guy hosting this show, right? I'm the guy bringing you the information, but I'm not trying to. I don't want none of your donations unless you donating to me and this podcast for it to be better than what it is right now. You see my background. I'm in the dark. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the dark right now, so I might need a little help. You know what I mean? But let's help get this show going, man. Eddie, man, look, you don't understand what it means for people that's really new to this industry. How big that would be if they was able to bring home a cash prize at your show.
Oh man, yeah. It's well, like I said, I don't care who wins the money. I'm gonna be happy for them and excited for them because some guys have put in a long road to get to this point to where they have a bike capable of winning this money. And man, it ain't gonna matter to me who wins it. I'm excited about the opportunity to do it. I think it's gonna be a cool event. Like I said, the weather usually that time of year in Texas is great. So
It's definitely not snowing in October.
no, and it ain't 150 degrees either,
Right.
So there's a bunch of pluses here. So
Yes.
it's gonna be a good time, man. We're gonna make it happen. Like I said, we'll have a big tent there. We're not gonna play under little pop-up tents. We'll have a big tent. We will have lights, so you won't. I know you're scared of the dark. You mentioned that, so we'll make sure we have lights.
I mean,
for
Eddie,
you.
if I cut the lights off, I mean, come on,
Well, stand close.
It's all
to
for
me.
jokes. Yeah. These are all jokes, baby. These are all jokes. But no, and I think what I like about this is that you're getting people that actually like each other together for one common ground, and that's to enjoy themselves. Let's play. Listen, do you realize that they're going to pay you? That you got the opportunity to win $20,000 for a minute and a half.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's pretty good money for a minute and a half. So,
come on now.
yeah, it's gonna be a cool deal, man. I don't know that I've ever seen that much money paid out.
I ain't never seen
the
that.
closest. I think the closest I've seen is probably Joey's Grudge Fest. He paid out a lot of money one time
Oh, I went to that one in 22.
in 22.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was the last
I don't
one.
know. Yeah. I was there. Yeah, but till 3:00 in the morning.
I wasn't.
And that may be where we end up at in Texas. I don't know,
But it's on a Sunday. You're not playing at midnight on a Sunday trying to get home Monday. So
Yeah. So I mean, we're doing the show on Saturday. We might be there the Sunday morning. I don't know.
let me ask you a question. Realistically, if you got that many people signing up pre-registration,
Yeah.
what if you started, like on a Friday? You may have to start the
Well,
competition
that's
on a
what
Friday.
I was saying. If we needed to, we could run 2 classes like on Friday night if we saw that hey, this is how it's going to be. For 20 grand, you're gonna have to take off work another day. So and come get after it. But that's why I kind of want to do pre-registration for the simple fact it gives you an idea how many people you're looking at, to run through.
Right.
I feel like if we have 115, 20 bikes, we've done good. We may see more than that.
Eddie, let me tell you something. Hold up, Eddie. See, I don't think you really understand the size of $20,000 in your name, right? This is Eddie Hamilton, y'all. This is Eddie Hamilton putting on a sound show in Texas for $20,000 minimum, y'all.
Minimum, yeah.
Minimum
Yep.
20 grand.
According to Louis, that's
If you don't get your ass in your motorcycle on the road coming to Texas in October, sell your motorcycle. Sell your bags. It's not
You don't
even
need
worth.
them.
You don't. 20 grand. I know some people talk cash shit for nothing.
yeah, yeah,
Nothing.
yeah,
You,
yeah.
you got to be out your rabbit ass mind if you don't get your. Matter of fact, I'm on my way to Walnut Springs tomorrow.
He's going to pick you a spot.
Goddamn right. I got to go pick my spot. So when you come down, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Eddie, I'm over there. Well, there,
Right,
where I want you. No, I'm here. I've been here. You know what I'm saying?
I'll find you can have any spot you want. If yeah. Anybody that wants to cook, we're gonna hook them up with a spot. as long as we get to eat.
Hey man, and you know what? When it was the shows here, I would actually cook. I even had a show at my shop when Josh was doing the banger audio.
Yeah.
I made burgers for everybody then, And this is the thing about me. Let me I hope everybody can hear me all right. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying not to be too loud. But
No, you're good.
Okay. The thing about me is that it doesn't matter where you from, who you are, because at the end of the day, I have a lot of respect for you. I'll be honest with you, Eddie. I just did a video shoot with just a local rapper here by the name of Twisted Black, and he had Shaq. And I'm talking about I'm as close to Shaq as me and this computer. But the thing of it is that I don't fan out over, and I would use the term celebrities because I think Eddie Hamilton's a celebrity. I think Scott Owens is a celebrity. All these guys in the industry. I think you guys I would fan out meeting you guys for the first time than I would anybody that I don't have any, access to on a regular basis. I think you guys are all the superstars. Everybody that's in this industry that gets in their vehicles, hooks their shit up to a trailer, take their shit across the country. You guys are the real heroes. I don't talk about, you guys in that capacity because I think it takes a lot to do what you do.
I'm on my 3rd truck.
Shit.
I wear second trailer and 3rd truck.
Listen, I still drive a 2003 Ford F350.
If I was driving anything that long, the wheels would be off of it by now. I mean, I have put some miles down, man. I mean, miles. But we got a lot of shows on the East Coast.
Right.
And I live in the middle of them. So I'm going north and south all the time. So you get a lot of miles that way.
I'm sorry, Eddie. I kind of blanked out because I was reading these comments. Joseph Dirty Red Mason. I understand you're a celebrity. Ed Rock is a celebrity to me. You know what I mean? Man, it is so many people on here that I could say if I seen them for the first time, you know what I'm saying, and knowing who they, hey man, what's going on? Now I'm gonna tell you something. Let me tell y'all something. I am somebody too. So if I break my neck to speak to you and you brush me off like I don't exist, I'm going to get on this same No Disclaimer podcast and I'm going to talk about your ass like a dog.
And they ain't getting no damn cheeseburgers.
They ain't getting no damn cheeseburgers. Shit.
Give it to Lee.
Yeah. Give your ass some old ass tuna fish with some rye bread or something.
Look,
Don't ever
I'm
treat me like I don't exist.
I'm excited about people that ain't never tried your burgers to get to try your burgers.
So Eddie, listen. Okay, let's talk about the burgers for 2 seconds.
There's
When
a lot
you
of people out there ain't never experienced that.
Nah, they ain't never experienced it, man. What would you say if when you bit into that hamburger for the first time? What was your thoughts?
Man, it was the sweetest damn cheeseburger I ever ate in my life. I said, this fool is filled it up with sugar.
Now, look, now Eddie over there having to take a goddamn shot because he got,
I
sugar
left
too
that
high.
place with diabetes over a cheeseburger.
Damn. But no.
I can't describe that. That is not a burger you can describe. You really can't describe it. It's something you got to just eat and try.
That's what she said, Eddie. That's what she said.
Yeah. Hey, it ain't no PG show.
It's not. Look, this is for us. I named it no disclaimer because Eddie, I don't ever want you to feel like if we having a conversation that you have to give me a disclaimer to have a conversation with me. And the reason why I say that, man, and I know that a lot of you guys have conversations, and I mean whether they're private, but if you're talking to somebody and you have to put a disclaimer out there, you shouldn't be talking to that person.
Yeah.
Do not ever put a disclaimer on a conversation that you're having with me because the conversation you have with me is for me, but this conversation is for us. So, man, listen, you let your
community.
Yes, it's for us.
Yeah,
FUBU, for us by us.
Yeah, and we're gonna have a good time in Texas. I don't care if 3 people don't show up. We're gonna have a good time, but I highly doubt that it won't be a big turnout. But
bro, I could say I'm cooking hamburgers in Walnut Springs, and everybody gonna show up.
There you go.
They ain't even thinking about the 20,000. They want that goddamn hamburger.
Heck no, they want the burgers, man. They ain't after the money. They're after your famous burgers.
Goddamn right. Let's go. Let's go.
I'm ready, man. I'm excited about this. I really am. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun, man. It's gonna be that's a big build up for 20 grand.
Ah, damn.
You
man.
know, you think about that drive. If you're driving from the coast, from over here where I'm at, and you're driving there, and man, it's on your mind the whole time.
The whole time.
Man, I want this damn $20,000.
And guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna try to find a way to get there Wednesday so you can do some testing and tuning. You finna start stealing people's playlists. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Eddie, listen, this is I'm finna give everybody an example of how everybody's playlist is about to happen, right? Okay. Now I'm not gonna play music because I don't want this live to be flagged because I want my money off this live. So anyway, this is how it's gonna go down, right? You're gonna be getting romantic with your significant other. You know what I'm saying? You got the music playing in the background. You got candles lit. You know what I'm saying? You got soft music in the background. And as soon as you put one knee on the bed, you're gonna pause. And your significant other gonna look up at you. What are you doing? Hold up, I gotta go put this on my playlist. So I said that to say this. Don't come to Walnut Springs with your baby making music and expecting to walk out with a part of that $20,000. Get your shit together, man. Eddie say he putting this shit on for the people.
Yeah. It's I don't know any other way to describe it. I'm not going to say anything about what anybody should or shouldn't play. They'll have to look and see who the judges are and make their decision then.
That part.
So, yeah, you got to. That's a key part of being a good player in this is knowing your judges and knowing how to present your bike to that judge. Mm-hmm. You know what that judge likes. So, I like to see judges nobody knows. You know. That's what I like.
Right.
But that it's hard to do that this day and time.
So I mean, let me ask you an important question that somebody that doesn't know what this. What should a judge? What's distinctively that would bring you to select a judge? What type of person would you?
Obviously, it's going to be experience,
Okay.
and not just saying that you've judged in a lot of places a lot of times, but me knowing that to understand clarity, music, how the guy's presenting his bike. I don't care what color it is, how great it looks, or whatever. The only thing I care about is how good does it sound.
Right.
It ain't about volume. Um, everybody, you're only going when you start getting too loud, you start losing other things.
Right.
So, but that's whoever the judges are, they'll make that decision.
Right.
But I've talked to a few people already. I obviously want the best we can get. I've even thought about going outside of our industry
Mm-hmm.
and maybe talking with some sound engineers or something. I try to stay away from car audio judges.
Man,
Man.
those dudes, bro. Listen, and I know it's music, so before y'all cut my head off, I get it. But man,
Yeah.
some of these guys that do cars, bro, they don't have the same.
No, it ain't even close. So I try to stay away from them guys, but there's a few out there that understand what we're trying to do.
Right. Oh my
There's
God.
a whole lot more that don't. So it's I got a few months to work out judges and all that stuff, and
Right.
and it's a big process. It's hard. You obviously don't. You hate to ask a shop owner to judge because if he's got bikes in there, he don't need to be judging in that
Right.
class.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
And not saying I know plenty of shop owners that I trust to judge that
Right.
would definitely pick a bike over theirs. If
Right.
it sounded better, they're going to pick it. But if they did pick their bike, nobody's going to understand that. So I don't want to put anybody in that position.
Right.
So I mean, we're going to have good judges. We're going to have people that understand our sound. Getting a judge is always the hardest part.
Right.
That's of any of these shows. That's got to be the worst thing.
Right.
Is having judges that as the guy putting on the show, you trust them. To make a good decision.
Right.
Because you have at that point when that judge is in the ring, he's the one running the show.
Right.
It ain't the promoter no more. He's the one that decides how that show's going to go forward and who's going forward in it.
Right.
So you've got to back your judges up 100%. So if you got any doubt in a man, you don't need to have him in that ring
That
as your
part right
judge
there.
because you got to stand behind him. And I don't need anybody making a fool out of me because I can do it all fine by myself.
And you know what they gonna do? I knew I shouldn't have went to Eddie's show. Man,
Yeah.
I knew that was gonna be some bullshit, man. Did you see
Look.
what they did to me, man? I knew them motherfuckers was gonna be tripping, bro.
Dude, on the 24th, I'm gonna be the greatest guy. On the
Oh, the
25th, I'll
25th.
probably be the most hated guys.
Hey, now Eddie, look, I don't want to see you on that Monday show.
Oh, I don't give a shit. It don't bother me.
And I'm only saying that
don't bother me
because
at all.
again, this is for the people, right? And I ain't gonna lie to you, Eddie, man. I almost protested this whole thing, bro, because I'm like, man, this is 2 weeks before Galveston. Who the fuck these people think they are, right? And then I had a conversation. I had a conversation because I tell you, man, I didn't, I'm one of those people that don't chunk rocks and hide my hand. I'll stand on it. If I hear something fucked up, I won't support it, right? But I had a conversation, and it changed my mind. And it changed my mind because we needed to do something for our state. This is the biggest state territorially in the country.
Yeah.
But we're right in the middle of everything, right? So you got the East Coast that's just like a driving force for this audio competition industry. And it trickles in, right? By the time you get across the Mississippi and into Louisiana, now you got these guys talking big shit. There's not a lot of audio guys, big audio guys here in the state of Texas. I mean, it may be, I'll just say 10 at the most. But maybe only 2 or 3 compete, right?
Right. Yeah.
So it has to be like this pendulum that has to swing. Now you got the West Coast. You know, they're doing their thing. And
Yeah.
you know, again, what's being done on the East Coast is trickling through the country. You got the Midwest, you know, you got the South. So again, I just want to say that once I got the real information, I'm behind it 110%. And I know you probably wasn't expecting a message from me to do this show, but I had to have you on.
Yeah, when it come on, I was almost afraid to open it.
Oh, shit.
I was like, did somebody setting me up for something?
Eddie, you are not being punked. So,
I got it now.
hey, James Watson.
I try to get along with everybody.
Yes. So and again, I want to make sure that everybody knows, everybody in this industry knows that this is a place for us. This is a place, this is a safe space for people that have information that they want to get out. This is information for, you know what I'm saying? Just like if you have any ideas on how to make this industry better, you know, we want to hear that. You know, Eddie is pioneering something that, you know, he's stepping out on faith to do something that he probably wanted to do, but, you know, just like, maybe not, you know. It's a big task that you're taking on, Eddie, man. And again, I want to say, man, kudos to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I pray that you have nothing but success in this venture. And I hope that it leads to something bigger if it works itself out.
Well, yeah, and like I said, you know, Ken, Jay, Lee, I got some great guys to help me, and we're all helping. We're doing this together, man, and it's I think we're gonna have. I want us to have fun doing the show, just like I want the people at the show to have fun.
Right.
I want this to be something that people go home and that are happy they came to, and say they ain't never laughed so hard, you know, and had a great time. That's the biggest thing. And you know, I know everybody wants the money, and that's cool, but I really want everybody to have a good time. That's, man, we used to go back in the day and have so much fun at these shows.
Right.
And
was it more fun at the shows or in the parking lot? And I'm not discounting the shows. I want to say this because this is where we started. We started in parking lots, and we started in friends' driveways and shit. You know what I mean?
We did, and then we ended up under some tents. Well,
Yes.
we ended up in a circle,
Right.
and then we ended up under tents. But we used to have so much fun and going to these shows, and it wasn't about going to win or lose. It was about going to hang out with your buddies. And I'm still friends with all these guys that I met way back when I started doing this. And we would look forward to the next weekend. You know,
Yes.
you're gonna be at the show, you know, to hang out and just, we all enjoyed music and these bikes.
Right.
And you know, we would talk junk to each other in the ring and then go eat dinner together. But now, it's so many people have gotten so focused on I've got to win. They've left the fun out of it.
I understand that.
But again, part of the problem is you spend $100,000 on a bike. You can't blame a damn man for being focused.
I get it. I totally get it. But I mean, not to the point.
See that bike produce.
Yes.
You know.
But be mad at your builder. Don't be mad at the guy that beat you.
Don't take it out on your competitor.
Monday morning after you lose, go to your builder and say, "You son of a bitch! I thought I paid you enough money to win."
Yeah, that's right. Just shake the other man's hand and move on. You know, and keep it moving and hope for better turnout the next show.
Right.
You know,
right.
it's I've played a bike and lost against it. Go to the next show, don't change nothing, and beat him. It was me. I was the problem. You know, it wasn't the bike.
And I think it's about accountability, right? Like, you know, we fuck up, right? You know, you could play a bad song.
We're human. Yeah.
Is that such a thing though? Can you play a bad song with a bike that sounds the way these bikes sound?
Some are better than others. How about that?
All right, let's.
I'm with you on that. Whether it's a bad song or not, I think some are just better than others. Sometimes sometimes you underplay your bike, sometimes you overplay your bike. Um, Sometimes you play somebody back, and guess what? Their bike liked that song a little bit better than yours. So
So
now you look like a dipshit.
say y'all keep on with this same song shit.
It's
Oh
gonna
yeah.
bite you in the ass. At some point, it is gonna burn, and it's gonna be at the worst possible time. You know. Yeah, I would strongly recommend not doing this shit in Texas. I might make it a damn rule. If you play somebody back, your ass is out.
Say, man, listen. That same song will have your ass in on the sideline cussing out your grandmother.
Man, I ain't lying. I have seen it. I've seen people pull it off, but I have seen a lot of people not pull it off. You know.
So I know that in a lot of situations, you have a draw, right? So you got two
Yeah.
bikes that are just that strong that
Yeah.
nobody can pick a winner.
Yeah.
How do you determine? Do you do same song? Do you do a judge select song? Do you do
Yeah. Back in the day, we used to do same song. And typically somebody picked it for you. I didn't ever mind it. It showed who had the best bike and who could operate their bike the best. Um, if you ever went to a Sound Bully show and it come down to a same song, he would pick the most. I never had a song on my phone that he picked, that Jeff picked. he, and I think he was picking on me just to
Right.
see could I pull it out. But
Oh man.
he will pick some off the wall stuff. But SOS used to have a playlist, the playlist, and if it come to a tie, you had to go to that playlist, and they would pick a song, but they knew you would have it,
Right.
which was smart.
Right.
We knew everybody was loaded. You didn't have to sit there for 20 minutes to download a song.
Right.
In this case, I don't even know if they got I don't even know if they got running water in this little town yet. I ain't been there. But what if we get there and they don't have enough cell towers to handle the amount of people we have?
Ooh, man.
So that's one of the things I'm going to look at next week. And, I've already thought about this stuff.
Because
I don't
Bluetooth
know
is a problem when it's a lot of when it's a lot of phones in one location.
And if you have to download a song and there ain't no signal there, you're shit out of luck. But and it may be fine. I really don't know till I go
Right.
and look at it. But I think about stuff like that. So we need to we're gonna have to come up with good solutions because there will be ties. I
Right.
mean, all these bikes are so close.
Right.
There will be ties. I don't care what they do. If they want to, I say their first time. If there is a tie, they play what they want. If there
Right.
ain't a determined winner after that, we pick the next song
Right.
because we got to get the show moving.
Right.
We're on a timeline. We're probably going to start early. It's going to be a battle. That's what this is, and it's a cash grab. So we can't dick around till noon or 1 o'clock and then decide we're going to start the show. We're going to have to hit it running in the morning and get it going.
So what I do? So what is this? What I would like to do, Eddie? Once you get more information, the reason why I wanted to have you on is because I wanted to get some groundwork going with this show.
Yeah.
Get you guys in the know. You know what I'm saying? Let you guys know what's at stake here, and so that over the next few months, as Eddie gets more information, he comes back on, and as it gets closer to the show, have a final recipe for what's going on in Walnut Springs.
Yeah. The whole we'll lay out the whole format. We'll probably have a flyer out maybe next week. If not the week after. Yeah. Yeah, you can follow Bagger Audio Designs on our Facebook, and we'll be posting everything up there,
Right.
as well as my personal, Jay's personal, Ken's. I don't know that Lee even checks his Facebook anymore. But I'll tag him in it.
That man retired and he just got
He
off the.
retired. Yeah.
He
You
took
call
off.
him at 2:00 in the afternoon. You wake him up.
But he up at 3 a.m.
Yeah. Yeah, he wakes up, smokes a cigarette, go back to bed.
Go back to bed. But no, and I like I said, this is again, you know, without having any type of reservations for what's going on. I want to get behind the push. So as you guys get information, if you share it with me, I'll share it on the page. I hadn't decided if I wanted to create a no disclaimer page just yet. You know, and maybe, you know, if I get some type of sponsorship, you know, that's paying for some shit, you know, maybe. But there's enough audio and bagger audio
we get
platforms.
You some sponsorship. Get your lights turned on there. You
man,
in the dark, brother.
I'm in the dark, bro. You know, I got a flashlight sitting in front of me, bro.
A candle.
You know what I'm saying? I'm out of here, man. Like, damn, man, somebody help me.
And that's another thing. We haven't even reached out to the first sponsor yet.
Right.
So, you know, that's, you know, we're going to do like any other show does, and we're going to reach out to sponsors, and that's going to bring more money. We do have some expenses of the tent and stuff like that, but right. I don't really want to waste money on trophies. If everybody tells me they want trophies, we'll get something put together. I got a plasma table. I'll make them a trophy.
That part.
But
so a question was asked, and not to interrupt, but a question was asked.
Yeah.
Why isn't there any second place winners in sound competitions?
Well, most of the time when they do King of the Hill, they're wanting, you know, we've gotten so many bikes in these shows now. You do King of the Hill because it's the fastest.
Right.
So you can't, the last guy in the ring is just pot luck that he would be second place. There's no second place in King of the Hill. So what I'm going to do.
First loser.
Exactly. So what I'm going to do is Group A and Group B. If there's 10 bikes, 5 bikes go in Group A, 5 bikes go in Group B. The winner of each one of them groups plays each other at the end. We got a second place. If you make it to the finals, you're getting paid. You just got to go to the finals to find out which route. If you're first or second.
Either first or your last.
Yep. The first loser in this one is getting money. So he spent just as much money to build his bike as the other guy did. Right. So I'm glad I wish I could do 3 or 4 places, but you can't, you know. But yeah, that was a great question, and that's mostly the reason why, you know, that we used to do scorecards.
Mm-hmm. But that was a lot, bro. That was a lot. I can't even count that high.
You know what though? In my honest opinion, I've judged both ways. And with a scorecard, I feel like you always come out with the better bike winning. Mm-hmm. King of the Hill, you get a guy that he's got a great bike, but maybe don't have such a great playlist, and he burns his good songs up the first few rounds, and then somebody comes in and just outplays him. Don't have a better bike, just outplays him. And we've gone past trying to find the best bike.
And now you know what, Eddie, see, that's the thing. You can be outplayed, right? Like, and people don't really understand that dynamic. They're thinking louder is better. No, bro.
No, that's not always the case.
Yeah.
Some judges like it, some judges don't. But again, that's the case of knowing your judges.
Right.
You know.
Right.
But I wish we didn't have to know our judges. I wish we were just looking for the best sounding bike.
Right.
But now it's gotten as a combo deal. Who can play this bike the best? Mm-hmm. Because these bikes have gotten so close, you had to morph into something to come up with winners.
Right.
And it comes down to how you present that bike. Mm-hmm. So you got to have a good bike and you got to have a good jockey. If you don't, you ain't got nothing. You know, I've seen great bikes lose because man couldn't play the bike. And it happens every show. Happens every show, man or woman. I mean, it just happens every show.
And speaking of women, I want to shout out to all the women that are spending their own money to get their bikes done to compete in some of these shows. And this is no discount to the men that have been doing this. Again, in my opinion, this is a male-dominated sport. But there are women that are starting to make traction in this audio community.
I think he's trying to get a date.
You know. So with that being said,
to the love connection.
Hey, let me put on my sultry voice. Any one of the ladies that are coming on to adjust their sound systems in order to. Matter of fact, won't you come to my bedroom and I'll help you make a playlist? Let me stop. But no, I do want to say this. Being that it's a male-dominated sport, ladies, stay feminine. Don't grab the aggression of the men. Leave that for them. Stay feminine. You don't realize how good it looks when the men are chaotic and acting up, and these women are just like, you know what? This ain't even my place. And you guys stay feminine. So that is the one thing that I want to express. Ladies, stay ladies. Don't become these. Don't get into that. You know, we owe a lot to you guys, but, you know, that's as nice as I can say it without having a disclaimer.
Yeah. Without having a disclaimer. You get us both with it, Jay.
Yeah, hey, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Robin, women do rock. I love women, Robin. Just so you know. Robin Strickland. Yes, I love women.
I had to know that.
Yeah. No.
That made me feel a whole lot better about this live, man.
Yes, Eddie. Hey, you'll never have to question it.
I didn't figure, but
Yeah.
you know, people will fool you these days now.
Man, I don't even know.
I'm really excited about it, and what you're saying about the women, man, the women are tough in on them bikes now. They play them, they handle them a little bit different than us men do, and Robin was really good at it. She ain't played in a while now,
right.
and I used to play up all the time, play against her, and I never beat her. She always put her foot in my ass, which I always had a smaller bike than she had. I'm gonna use that excuse. How about that?
Look, hey, James, don't worry about the baby oil. Don't worry about the baby oil. I'm coming with the Vaseline, baby.
But the women, man, I'm telling you, you can't sleep on them in the
Right.
ring now. They do things a little different than we do. They finesse them bikes a little bit more.
Hey, you know what's cool? I seen in the last competition, Mr. Billy's wife, right, playing a trike.
Yes. She started playing his trike, and she does better with it.
Man, let me tell you
Mr.
something.
Billy did, and I tell Mr. Billy that she's cool, calm, and collective.
And that's what you see with these women.
Same with kids.
That's yes. They
don't care. They don't care what they blow up.
No,
they don't. Winning and losing ain't on their mind. You know, if I burn this up, it didn't cost me $1,200 to get to the show and fuel. Yeah.
So it's almost like being in a car accident without a seatbelt on.
Yeah.
Just drive it.
Yep.
You know, just go.
They got a whole lot more advantage on us. Like I said, the kids, they don't pay for nothing.
How many competitions you think Nate won because he was a kid?
None. They never give that boy nothing, and I would have lost my shit at anybody. Every show we ever went to, I always told him, don't give him nothing.
Right.
And when he got where he could win, he wouldn't give them nothing either. Now,
Right.
Once he figured things out, you know, people tell him, don't go in there and think you playing a kid.
Hell no, you listen. Let me tell you something. In Memphis, 2023.
Yeah.
Man, listen. Lil Nate went in that ring, and if I tell you, see, I'm on the outside and I'm looking in. When I tell you that man had every black woman 30 and up rubbing on herself.
One said she was gonna marry him. She asked me, she said, how old is he? I said, I think then he was like 13 or 14. And I said, he's 14. She said, Lord, I'm going to jail.
But this is the type of stuff that you see at a sound competition. And these are the type of things that I want people to understand. This is so when people say, oh, it's not fun anymore, it's not that it's not fun anymore. People are looking to win more than they are having fun, right? because their mentality, again, you're a killer now. You know what I mean? You're not going to a show, oh, that's my partner, that's my homeboy. I'm just, you going in with the killer instinct. So with
that show, I'll never forget that show, because mainly that one woman that was gonna marry him. But the last round, him and Rodney Rich had tied like 2 or 3 times.
Yes.
And
that boy went to playing Boys to Men and
everything. Then they picked a song, which now I did both bikes. So either way, I was the winner. But they finally picked a song, and they picked Swag Surfing. And I already knew Rodney had little bags. I already knew it wasn't going to play it.
Right.
And Rodney played first. Then Nate busted it off. And when that thing hit that bass note, that crowd erupted. There was a video floating around of it.
Man, listen.
I think it scared him. I don't think he knew what to think about it, because, everybody lit up. And it just, I don't think he knew he hadn't seen that before.
And I
were feeling.
Right, and I brought that up.
Music.
And I brought that up because when Mr. Billy's wife won, it was the same reaction. She didn't know what she was. What I did what, like, and that's the reaction. Yeah. That's where we want to take this. You know what I mean? That's where.
Yes.
That's where the sound competition should be. You know what I mean? It's the element of excitement and surprise. If I go in the ring knowing that I'm a winner, you know what I mean? There's no element of, all right, I got this in the bag. Yeah.
Got nothing more to try for. You want the surprise, and you want the suspense. That's anything in life. That's what we live for.
Right.
We don't want boring. That's why we're paying so much money at this show. We want excitement.
Right.
But what we don't want is anybody upset. We want everybody to be happy and have. We need the fun in this.
Right.
I can't stress that enough.
Right.
We need the fun, the camaraderie that we used to see at these shows. That's what we need to see there. People helping people, whatever it takes. That's what we want to see.
It's basically a block party with a payout.
It is, yeah. We ain't got to hold hands and sing Kumbaya, but we are going to get along and have a good time.
Right. Because I'm telling you, I don't want no trouble in Texas now.
Me either. I'm putting, look, all of us are putting a lot into this to pull this off.
Right.
And we got some great folks backing us with some big dollars. And it'd be disrespectful to not go and do this right and do it respectfully. So, and it's an opportunity for this industry to bring in some big bucks for folks that, at the end of the day, you can have all the promoters in the world. At the end of the day, if you ain't got these guys out here with these bikes, they, one, don't need us, the shops.
Right.
And two, they don't need a ring to play in.
Right.
So, I want everybody to come and have a great time and show us what you got.
Right.
That's what we want to hear them. We want to hear how good your bike is. That's what we want to
So if you had to give somebody some advice, a newcomer, somebody that's interested but just, kind of on the fence, what kind of advice would you give to a newcomer? And maybe not to the music side, but the industry itself. Like, if you're going to compete, this is the best advice I can give you.
Yeah. Practice is one thing, but, have a builder that you're comfortable with. I feel like the more personal you are with your builder, the better bike you're going to have. I know some guys like to build their own stuff. Mm-hmm. They still, that's okay. That's cool too. If you're capable of building your own stuff, you got this.
Right.
But, one is be comfortable with your builder. Practice with that bike. Watch the guys that are winning.
Mm-hmm.
Learn from them guys. They didn't walk in the ring and start winning right then. They worked to that.
Right.
And figure out what they're doing. There's so many elements to being a winner in this thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's unreal. The different elements that we have to face, from music to the quality of bike that we're running, how we're presenting it. There's just a lot of different elements. How you're, all your music choices can really hurt you or help you. Mm-hmm. So I've seen some great bikes lose with You know, they could have played a whole lot better song.
Right.
I remember back when, you know, songs were classified like, oh, that's a lightweight song or a featherweight song, or
How,
man, there ain't no classifications no more.
so how do you
You
feel
know,
about the EDM in the sound competitions now?
I don't particularly, I don't have a problem with it. I like, I've seen guys go in there and they play stuff that don't have vocals, for just a little bit, and then they go to something else that's got vocals, and then something else that's got vocals and horns or strings. I think that's a cool way to present your bike. I don't feel like every song's got to be I don't mind EDM. Some of that EDM's pretty cool stuff, and you will hear things in a bike that if you don't understand EDM, you wouldn't like it,
Right.
But I'm not against. I like all music, man.
Right.
I really do. If people could see my playlist, they'd probably be shocked.
Right.
Like my normal everyday playlist, it is not probably what most people think.
But you know what, Eddie? I
Um,
became an EDM snob, bro. I can't. I was an EDM snob. That's not music anymore. You can't. You should. 7 years ago you could play that.
yeah,
You know. Now
yeah.
with the way the bikes
It's
are, that shit would just.
the bikes. It really sounds good on a lot of these bikes now. It really does. And I noticed that about Texas years ago. Everybody there liked to play EDM on their bikes, mainly because you could create bass with
Yeah.
that. You didn't have to have. They hit hard. So, so, I mean, not bashing on Texas by no means, but it was easy to get bass out with that, and. If you played something like the rest of us was playing, your bike didn't have no bass.
Right.
So you had to go to EDM. But
So Joseph, the EDM
but
song is the boom 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 boom. That's
yeah,
EDM. Yeah, that's Joseph didn't know what
yeah.
that was, so I just thought I would give him a rendition of EDM.
A lot of the EDM now is better than what it was back then, though, in my
Yes.
opinion.
Yes.
Um, there's some of it I listen to, that I'll play every now and again just for fun.
Right.
Some of the songs are pretty cool, you know, musically, but some of it is just ear piercing. And
Right.
a lot of it depends on who's playing it, what bike it's on.
Right. Right.
But personally, I like a lot. I like something that's a little bit more soulful
Right.
than that.
James, yes, I will be in Galveston. You can. Yeah. I'm literally going from Walnut Springs to Galveston. It's like a 2 week period
So
in
am
between
I.
the two.
We're riding together.
Now what? I ain't bringing hamburgers to Galveston. Y'all kiss my ass on that one. I ain't doing that.
No, we'll eat out in Galveston. We ain't
Shit,
got time to cook.
hey man, look, I'm trying to go have some fun,
Oh yeah.
and I'm gonna need that after cooking all them hamburgers in Walnut Springs,
Oh
because
yeah.
I already know. I already know what's gonna happen. I already know.
The
Derek, you
first
can't
time
come
I
to
went to
Walnut
Galveston.
Springs if you ain't cooking.
No, you're invited either way. If your grill breaks, you can still come.
Already.
But the first time I went to Galveston and they took me down, was it called the Strand?
Yes.
Yeah. They took me down there and they were like, look, you can play your bike all you want down here. Ain't nobody gonna say nothing. You can do anything you want to do but fight. They
That
said if
part.
you get in a fight,
You're
everybody's
going to jail. You're going to
And
jail.
I was like, well, well, I didn't come here to fight. Man, I ate so damn much. I went from restaurant to restaurant
Did you?
down through there. Yeah, there's some cool places to hang out down there.
Man,
It,
I
the,
ain't
the
never.
the little restaurants as I went down through there, the cool thing about it was I knew people from we were part all the way at the end.
Hmm.
I knew people from where we were at all the way to the other end, and it was just walking down through there, hearing all the different music and everybody dancing and having fun. Man, that is the coolest damn rally there's ever been.
So let
It's
me ask you a
little, but
question.
cool.
How many people do you think was on that one street? You would have to guesstimate.
Shit. Well, they parked 3-4 rows deep, and it's 5 city blocks long, I think. So at least 3,500.
On one street. Yeah, we're not
Yes,
talking
they
about.
are.
We're not talking about
I
the
ain't talking
city.
about people on the sidewalks.
No.
I ain't talking about people on the sidewalks. I'm talking about bikes in the street. There's at least with people 3,500. Then you got the sidewalks loaded up. That there's a lot of people up there ain't even got bikes. They just walking through there. But I mean, you're a DJ when you go there.
And
Because the first time I played my bike, man, I started taking request. The request line was open. You whether you want to. One chick took my phone out of my hand and put the song in she wanted to hear. I was
Louis,
like, "Do y'all know her?" And they were like, "No, I ain't never seen her before."
they don't care, bro. They gonna pull up. And Louis wants to
give a-
specifically
she did not
let you
give a
guys
damn.
know not to fight in Galveston on the Strand.
Oh no, no, you can.
I mean, yeah,
But
you can.
Yeah, you leaving with the other guy that you was just fighting though. Y'all, they don't care about figuring out who was at fault.
Listen,
Y'all both gone.
and I'm gonna tell you, this is how embarrassing. They don't arrest you privately. They don't take you off to a back street.
Oh, no.
They walk you down the middle of the street in handcuffs. Everybody know you going to jail.
Yep.
They
If
do
you
not
wanna
play
go
that
down
shit
there
in.
and be stupid. Be at the end of the streets less embarrassing.
No, fuck that. Be at your house. Be at your beach house.
Yeah.
Fight at your beach house. Don't
Yeah.
fight on the Strand. You going to jail. Ed, what you over there drinking on? The Pepsi?
A Pepsi.
Oh, okay, I thought you.
Yeah.
I thought you was over there with a Bud Light.
No. I don't drink beer. But that's a fun, cool rally, and the happiest people in the damn world there. You ain't gonna ride far. You
Nah.
can go down there with the fuel light on and ride the whole rally. You ain't got to get gas.
Listen,
I mean,
I still got gas in my bike from Galveston right now.
yeah. I mean, you're not gonna burn a lot down there. I mean, you just have to leave it running the whole time you got there. You're gonna burn it. It's not a big place. You know, I lived there till I was 16 years old. I grew up in Terrell. Never went to Galveston till Lee invited me to go down there.
Are you serious?
I never went down there. Never went to Padre Island. None of that. You
Now
know?
I've never been to Padre. I admit I've never been to Padre.
And then when I got down there and saw it, I was like, "This is pretty damn cool, man! I can't believe I never come down here."
So my first time was in 2015, and I've gone every year since.
I've missed the past 2 years, but I'm not missing this year. I'm leaving my truck and trailer probably at Lee's because
Right.
it's right there in Houston, and then
Right.
I'm gonna fly home.
Right.
And then because the rally's like 2 weeks after,
Mm-hmm.
so then I'll turn around and fly back down there and go to the rally. I mean, I got to make the drive anyway.
Right.
So,
Now I'll be honest with you guys. Listen, I'm not gonna have you guys pick between Galveston and Walnut Springs. Make them both if you can. You know.
yeah. They're
That-
both going to be great rallies.
Yes.
Just
You got the
Walnut Springs will
opportunity
pay
to
a hell of a
win
lot
money.
more than Galveston.
You got a lot
Yeah.
more to win in Walnut Springs than you do in Galveston. But Galveston is
Absolutely,
damn sure a good
absolutely.
time.
And there's so many cool people involved with this show, or with this whole rally. I mean, I mean they're famous people, but the fact that they have an interest in this
Mm-hmm.
and giving us a place to play and supporting it,
Right.
you know, that's pretty cool to me. You
Right.
know that they're behind this.
Yeah, because it could just be another Sturgis type of situation, right? Like, you know,
It
just
could.
come have
Yeah.
fun for a couple of days
Yeah.
and tear your ass.
Yep. You know, they could have just, you know, if you want to do an audio show, do an audio show, and you know, we'd be playing for a $10 trophy.
Right.
But no, these guys wanted to see something big. You know, they were like, "Show us what you got." So we're gonna come and show out. We're gonna show them what we got. You know, and we got a lot of good backers. You know, and we're gonna show them some money. That's what we're gonna show them.
Hey,
Somebody's getting
again,
paid.
I'm soliciting anybody that wants to donate, right? Like sponsors, if you sell audio equipment, period. If you bags, speakers, amplifiers, even wire. If you sell any of that, hit Eddie up. If you want to give me some money to
Well,
donate to my no light fund, you know what I'm saying, to get me out the dark, you know, I listen. Get me out the dark. you
Voodoo.
guys.
I lied. I said we didn't have a sponsor. Voodoo did speak up a couple of days ago, and he said that Cody said he was going to definitely do something. So
Cody, I'm in the dark.
It's
Help
and it's
me.
close to, you know, it ain't that far for him.
Oh, okay, yeah,
you know,
it's
from
about
Arizona to there.
17 hours, I think.
Yeah. I think him and Scott's about the same area, so I mean, we'd love to have them both, but I'm not gonna. I don't try to force nothing like that on the folks.
Hmm.
If they want a sponsor, that's great. We're glad to have them. If they don't, I
Mm-mm. Eddie,
understand. You know.
Eddie, we're gonna force him. I'm gonna force him. Hey, you know what? Guess who keeps your lights on? Us.
Yeah, yeah,
Support us, and we'll continue to support you. All right,
yeah. There you
that
go.
was my only
There you
call.
go.
That was my only call.
I like it. I like it.
I mean, but it's true. So
It is.
manufacturers, of any type of equipment, look, we are the ones that help, right? Like we are the ones that selling your product. We're pushing your product. Help us, help us out. We're
Well,
trying to grow this industry.
if I was a manufacturer and I saw a guy putting on a show paying out 20,000 plus, you know, according to Louis, I'd probably be wanting to get on board,
Yes.
because it's going to be a big showing and I'd want to be a part of it,
Yes.
but they gotta they'll have to see where their heart is and we'll go from there. I I think we're just gonna have a good time
Right.
and there's gonna be some happy folks leave there. So that's what I want to see.
So you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you who, and I'm speaking because I know this guy's on the show. Alan Palmer with Gale Force, right? Alan
Uh huh.
Palmer with Gale Force has really stepped his position up in this industry when it comes to supporting his customers, right? And
Absolutely.
and and
Yeah.
and again, Alan, I want to say thank you. You know what I mean? Like, it's nothing. There's not a phone call I haven't made that he hasn't answered and resolved any issue or problem that I've had. That man's customer service is by far one of the best in the industry. So anybody that has used Gale Force or had the issue or whatever the case is, man, Alan is a good guy, and I just wanted to give you your flowers, bro. Salute you. You know what I mean? So again, Alan, I'm trying to get out of the dark. So, yep.
Well, you don't see many shows that he ain't at.
Yes.
He's there. He's watching what's needed. Um, I've seen his speakers change over the past couple of years to what the bikes need.
Mm-hmm.
He caught on to that quick and puts out a good product.
Yes.
Um, we got so many good manufacturers out there now. It's almost to the point that customer service is what you're looking for. you
Yes.
know,
It's no
and
different than hearing a bike that's close together.
that's right, exactly. And these manufacturers are about the same. I all of them are actually good in my book. I've had zero issues with any of them. They've all took care of whatever I've ever needed.
Mm-hmm.
And that's great. And it would, maybe you ought to spotlight some of these guys.
Yes.
As they, if they sign up for this deal and we'll do lives or whatever and spotlight these guys and talk about their product and get it. All of them got good product.
Right.
I'm sure you're like me. When you build a bike, there's certain things you like that you're going to use. The
Yeah.
bike ain't going to be all one brand of
Yes.
anything, and that's that keeps us arrayed.
Hey, you know what? You know
You
what we
know,
call that in the hood, Eddie? We call that brand
what's that?
name brand tacky.
Name branded. Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
but no, and I think that
We
as
do
a
it in North Carolina too.
yeah, I think that in any industry, you know what I'm saying, where you have a plethora of people that have a bunch of different product, don't hold yourself out for one. You know what I mean? There's a lot of companies got a lot of
No,
good
no.
product. So, be open minded be in an open relationship when it comes to business. That's what I would say.
Yeah,
That would be the best
yeah.
advice that I would have for anybody that's getting into this industry. Have an open mind and have an
I,
open
I
relationship.
I like speaking directly to manufacturers and getting to know the guys, and it's it's better for business for both parties,
Yes.
and have some kind of relationship with these guys. Just like I try to have relationships with my customers where I get to know them and understand what their expectations are,
Right.
and how every customer you handle differently. They all got different expectations of you, and I feel like these manufacturers are the same way. They know what we like and what we don't, and
Right.
you know so one shop may like one thing and another shop likes another, and
Right.
these manufacturers learn us,
Yes.
and every once in a while you'll get a call from a salesman because he knows you like a certain thing, and they're like, "Hey man, we got this new product out and it's really up your alley." He might not call the next shop because they don't use nothing like that, but they
Right.
know we do. And so having that personal relationship where these manufacturers will reach out to you when they've come up with something new that fits your game plan, that's pretty cool. That's why it's important to me to have a relationship with these guys.
Right.
Oh, and hell, I know all of them, I guess now.
Yeah.
you
Well,
know,
shit, Eddie, man, listen,
but
we've been on here for an hour and a half. Why don't you let people know who you are, where they can find you, and
yeah.
your location and stuff like that, man? Not just about the show,
Well,
because this show is
Bagger Audio. Yeah. Well, we're Bagger Audio Designs. We're out of North Carolina. Um, we just build really cool bikes, man. And it's something I enjoy. Um, it's not nothing I'm new to. I grew up in the bike world. My dad had a motorcycle shop in Terrell, where I grew up at. So I've been around this mess all my life. They just didn't have. They were lucky if they had a radio on them.
right, right,
So they weren't nothing like the Harleys we're doing now, but they were Harleys.
right.
So it's a long history with me and bikes, so to speak. All my kids ride, except for one. One of them, he only want nothing to do with a motorcycle. My other
Wow.
two
Yeah.
boys ride.
Yeah.
So it's Nate rides. He rides my Grom. He's scared death to hold my big bikes up.
Really? Well, late man, and Nate, he probably
Exactly.
he probably 100 pounds with a 100-pound weight in his back pocket.
If he's 101, I'm to be surprised.
Yeah.
He's 18 now.
What?
Yeah.
God
Nate's out
damn.
of school. He works. I got a metal business as well, fabrication business, and he does that. Him and my oldest son do that.
Right.
So
That's
yeah,
what I'm talking about, man.
he's all grown up, man. We've all watched this kid grow up before our eyes,
Yes.
right here in the audio
Right.
industry.
And now, people, this is about being, getting personal. You know what I mean? This is
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
knowing who you're talking to, knowing, the type of people that you're dealing with on a regular basis. Not just somebody walking
Man.
in your shop spending $100,000.
Now that I mentioned his name, people probably put two and two together. But man, I go a lot of places, and they're like, "Are you Nate's dad?" They don't know me, but
Wow.
that's the first thing they said. Are you Nate's dad? I was like, yeah, I'm Nate's dad.
Hey, you know what? It's always cool to be that guy.
It is, and that just means he's reached some people,
Right.
and
Right.
it's a lot of time it's younger people that say that to me,
Mm-hmm.
or older women.
Yeah, we know about
But
the older
yeah,
women.
it's yeah. So it's he's reached quite a few people in this industry, and he can't go nowhere where somebody don't know him. He had a good run in this deal,
That's all right,
and he
man.
ain't done.
Yeah.
Yeah, he ain't done. It's just we're redoing his bike right now, so it'll be back out this year.
It's hard when you compete and you own a shop. Especially if you got
Very.
guys that come in and want to compete, you got to put yourself on the back burner to make sure that you get those customers out.
I never had a bike last year, and I still ain't got one. I got bikes I can ride,
Right.
but I haven't had a competition bike in over a year and a half that I feel is competitive.
Well, that's why I haven't painted my bike. I refuse to be down 4 months without something to play anywhere where I can
Yeah.
play music.
And y'all have good weather. Y'all get to ride all year, almost for the
Yes.
most part. We have a few months down here where it's going to be cold. I want to move back to Texas. I'm done with North Carolina, but right now I'm attached to this place, so
Right.
I can't come
Right.
back yet.
Yeah, I understand that,
But,
man. We'll be happy to have you back. You're
yeah,
one cool
yeah.
dude, man. You know what, Ed? I've never heard anything bad about you.
Well, I try not to give nobody nothing bad to say about me.
Well,
You
people don't
know,
normally need a reason. Sometimes people just be like,
well,
I don't like that guy because he's a this or he's a that. But I've never,
yeah,
in the last 6 years that I've known you, I've never heard anything bad about you. And
yeah.
that says a lot about your
Well,
character.
I appreciate that, and I try to help everybody. Um, if a shop calls me that needs my expertise in something, I don't hesitate to help. Um, and I don't rip them off. I try to do what I would want done if it was me in that position
Right.
that I needed something done or whatever.
Hmm.
But I just try to be a straight up guy, man. That's all. It's that simple. It's really simple to do.
Right.
And I I don't want nobody to dislike me. You know what I mean?
Right.
I want to get along with everybody. Life's a whole lot better that way.
Yeah. You want to be able to have someone want to tell your story. That's how I look at it. If you
Yeah,
if you a
yeah,
if you're a fucked up person, nobody wants to tell your story. They just want to talk about you.
I know.
I'm glad that motherfucker gone.
Yeah, 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 yeah. You want to be missed.
Yes, yes.
So,
At the end of the
yeah,
day,
you want to.
so I'm
Yeah,
working on everybody's attitude moving forward. If you got a problem with somebody, man, let's just try to repair it, right? And I always say this. Anytime I do a live, some of us ain't got but 20 good summers left. Some of us ain't even got that. So when you look at
that's
that, you
true.
put that into perspective. You guys out here doing this bullshit, man. Y'all need to wake the fuck up, man. You don't have the rest of somebody else's life. You got the rest of yours. So make the best out of it. You know what I mean? Let's be excited. Let's be happy. Let's do the things that's got us to this point right now anyway. We're not watching this shit on YouTube anymore. We're a part of it. You know what I mean? And I
Yeah,
can say
we're
without the
being
shot,
watched.
yes, by everyone.
Yeah,
I know people that
yeah.
know me that I've never met before, right? And I don't want to give off the
Me too.
impression
Yep.
that I'm just this horrible guy. You know what I'm saying? You don't, I don't wish to talk to that guy. I don't want to be that guy.
Well, look. I was out of state, stopped at a Bucky's, and Ken was with me. I went to check out, and the lady said, "What is your name?" I said, "Eddie." She said, "Hamilton." I thought, Lord Jesus, I got another kid for the.
Hold on, Eddie, why you go there? You fucking like that out there?
Well,
Oh, you
I
know
was
what?
young.
No
But
disclaimer.
anyway,
No disclaimer.
no disclaimer, no disclaimer. But I was like, holy shit, who is she? And I was like, I mean, she could tell I had this blank look on my face, like,
Right.
what in the hell have I got into? And she says, I follow you on Facebook or YouTube or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, really? I never thought anybody was looking at anything any of us done.
Yes.
This is a damn cashier at Bucky's.
Listen.
We've done something that attracted her to what? Because it ain't just me, it's all of us.
Yes.
We done something to attract her to watch us. So if we're going to do that, let's give them something good to watch.
Yes. Not only
This
that,
is a
Eddie.
random ass person.
I
Let's
was
give them something good.
I went to Joey Hensley's show, right? And Raleigh.
Yeah.
And a old white guy, long ass beard, ZZ Top looking cat. He looked at me say,
Yeah.
"Hey, you're the upgrade. You're that guy." Bro, threw me in the trash. And it was at that point that I knew that I had to be bigger than this other guy, right? Like I had to I
Yeah.
had to be a better person than maybe I wanted to be, because just like you said, there are people watching that we don't know who are watching us.
That's exactly right. And I what do you want people to think about you? Because look, you ain't doing nothing without being on the camera anymore.
Right.
You get these shows.
Whether you
you're
want
on
to
a
or
camera.
not, yeah.
That's exactly right. You are on a camera. It's going to happen. So let's put out a presentation that invites people to. Man, I want to be a part of that crowd.
Right.
And that's what I want to see happen at the end of the day. Um, What was the first time I met you? Strokers?
Yes, Strokers,
Yeah.
2021.
I was I was unloading my bike. I was parked across the street,
Mm-hmm.
and I was unloading my bike, and I was listening to everybody talking, and I didn't know half the people there, you know. And somebody said about the upgrade. The upgrade's here. I said, "What the hell is an upgrade?" And they were like, "I'll show you." And we get in there, and you got a crutch leaned up against your bike. You never got off the bike the whole damn day. Your leg was messed up or something.
Yeah,
They
I
said
had
that's
just
Derek.
had surgery on my right knee,
Yeah,
and
and they said
Black had.
that they said that's Derek, the upgrade. I said, "Oh, his name." I said, "Where? Why y'all?" I just couldn't, put it all together, because they kept talking about the upgrade was here. I said, "What the hell is an upgrade?"
Say, man, listen. Not only that, but then when I started doing the live at fives, right? So now I'm all over the place now. So like I'm just like, oh, live at five is here. I'm like, yeah, live at five is here. So I just,
So
man, I
I
don't
would
know.
jump on the live at 5 just to laugh, because y'all
Say,
talking about
man,
the only shit on there, man.
bro,
But
we
I would jump on there just to laugh, because it'd always be something funny, man.
and you know what, Eddie, I'm gonna say this. When the industry started to pay attention, again, they're not paying attention because I'm out here competing, right? I'm a internet personality at the end of the day for
Right.
some of these guys,
Yeah.
right? So why would I want to be this guy that nobody likes?
You got that radio voice, man. You got that radio voice.
Tune in to KKDA 107.5.
Little lower.
Oh.
Little lower.
KKDA. God damn. No, this is not the Quiet Storm. This is not the Quiet Storm. But no, hey, I really do, man. This is what I hope to bring to the industry with this no disclaimer.
Man, I think you do it. I think it's a great idea, and I think you're doing it.
Man, I
I
appreciate
really
that, man.
do.
You know,
And it's it's just what you got to keep doing. People are going to catch on to it. Hopefully, people will share this tonight that's watching and get it out there, and more people will catch on to what you're doing, and it'll keep growing, man.
right.
There's no doubt in my mind.
Hey, I'm telling y'all, I will call you. I will message you. Hey, and you can tell me no. This is not you're not obligated. But if I message you, that means that I really want to talk to you. Whether it's to meet you for the
Something's grabbed
first
your
time.
interest.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if you
Yeah,
got
something's
something
grabbed
going
your
on, man, this is the show that I want you to tell it. You know what I mean? So let's get behind those that are moving this industry forward. Let's protect them at all costs. Let's make sure that Eddie can make it to Walnut Springs. If somebody has to go pick him up and bring him here.
Yes. We need him there. I'm gonna bring the cash with me.
Yeah. Eddie's a new $1 million man, y'all. So
I don't know about all that.
well,
Look, we're gonna have a show and pay a lot of money and have a good time. That's
That's
what we're gonna do.
that's what we're gonna do. Eddie, man, I appreciate everything. I appreciate you taking the time out of your busy day, man. I know how it is, and it's 7:00. It's 9:00 where you at right now, so I know it's
Yeah.
about your bedtime. But I appreciate you taking the time out to speak to me, to speak to the people. Let them know what you got going on. Let everybody know what's going on in this industry with the Walnut Springs show, and also thank you for having a conversation with me. You know what I'm saying? It means a lot.
Yeah. Anytime.
So if you got anything else, man, you can say it. If not, man, I'm gonna let you slide on. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you, go get your vittles.
Good, brother.
You good? Hey.
I ate before you got on here. I knew you'd have me on here a while.
Well, I told y'all now when Eddie get on here, Eddie like to talk now. He got a lot to say.
All right, buddy. I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
I appreciate you,
everything.
and look forward to the next time we have a conversation with some more information. You guys stay tuned. What happened? You ain't got me no more? Hold on.
There you go. I got
Okay,
you now,
okay.
man. I appreciate everything.
Yeah. I think it's the internet acting up. You know what I'm saying? At least we got through the show. Boy, you know what? All right. Eddie's gone. So, again, man, I appreciate you guys for tuning in today. Like I say, if you're coming out, make sure that, you know what I'm saying, you make it out to Texas for the Walnut Springs show, it's gonna be huge. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Eddie, shout out to Louis, and the other guys for putting this information out there, man, and really want to do something for the industry. Again, this is our show. You know, this is for us. So with that being said, thank you guys for tuning in. I look forward to the next guest. Hopefully I got somebody you want to talk to, somebody you want to ask questions about. If you want to appear on the show, man, give me a shout, man. You know what I'm saying? We can make this work. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, y'all have a good evening, have a good night, and God bless you.